I don't think we've seen this match before. Blackpool Combat Club versus FTR. You know it's going to be a 5-star match, and you know it's going to be a certified banger. They did a perfect job of teasing you on Dynamite by having it end in a time limit draw, and then they still brawl afterwards. When I saw that this match was happening, I'm like, bro, what are they doing? This is a pay-per-view match, and they actually put it off for the pay-per-views. That makes a lot of sense. I love when AEW use endings to a match that aren't that common. A time limit draw is pretty rare. What is Christian Cage's obsession with people's father? I knew it was coming, that he was going to say your dad's dead, but as soon as he said it, I still spat out my drink. Daniel Garcia versus Christian Cage should be an interesting match at Revolution for the TNT Championship, and this should elevate Daniel Garcia. He's been doing a good job of getting himself over by doing his stupid little dance. This is how pro wrestling works. You do something dumb to get people to like you, and then you can transition into a more serious character. AEW is actually doing a really good job of booking Daniel Garcia, and I'm happy about it. Oh, and of course somebody looked up the address that Christian said on TV and it was a cemetery. Savage. I can't believe that Dynamite had more than one women's match on the card this week. They're making progress. Good for them. Toni Storm had a great showing, Deonna Purrazzo had a great showing, and of course Toni Storm attacked Deonna Purrazzo after her match, putting her in an armbar, and this should be a really good match at Revolution. I had to mention this, look like Ric Flair is gonna turn on Sting and side with the Young Bucks. His excuse is that he has to be involved in Sting's last match in some capacity. I like it, and Ric Flair interfering to cause Sting the title is the perfect excuse for him to actually lose his final match. And who else other than Ric Flair should close the book on Sting's career? Orange Cassidy's International Championship match was mid. It was a fine match. I just feel like AEW is just overdoing it with the defenses. He's like a 27-time champion or something like that. I love Orange Cassidy, but it's about time he lose the International Championship. He's devaluing the championship. The Bang Bang Scissor Gang still teasing that they're gonna break up even though they just got together. It seems like AEW doesn't know how to move past the Guns versus the Acclaim feud. So they just keep finding new ways to bring this back again and again and again. And finally, the 6-man tag, Samoa Joe, Swerve, and Brian Cage versus Hook, Hangman, and Rob Van Dam. Of course, this was a really fun match. RVD still looked really good for his age. They put over Hook big time. He was getting some big suplexes in there. Swerve and Hangman duke it out a couple times, but not too much that it sullies their match at Revolution. All in all, this week's Dynamite was a pretty good episode. I wouldn't call it one of the best, but it was a really good go-home show.